So GQ has this thing called GQ Essentials where they ask celebrities about the 10 things that they can't live without. I like this series a lot, and I think you can tell a lot about a person from the things that he or she carries and loves and cherishes. So I wanted to do that and share with you the 10 things that I cannot live without. Let's go. Number one, AirPods. So, or any kind of earphone, really. Ever since I was 11 years old, I've had some form of earphone in my ear. I'm at 40 now and it hasn't changed yet. What has changed though is the technology, and AirPods are amazing. The noise canceling is one of the top reasons why I like to have music in my ears. These offer great noise canceling. They're very comfortable. They sound great. They work seamlessly with my phone. They work seamlessly with my Android phone as well. So this is the one thing that I would always drive home to get if I forget it. I cannot live without my AirPods. Number two, fragrances, specifically Armani's Acqua di Gio. Now, I've been using this thing for the past 27 years. It's my favorite fragrance of all time. I think it's the best fragrance ever made. I have several fragrances because I don't like to wear the same thing every day. I like to smell good for others, but most importantly, I like to smell good for myself. I love that I'm able to have this nice smell with me, traveling with me all day long. It's kind of like music in my ear. This is a smell in my nose, right? So I have to have my fragrances with me all the time. And if I were to choose one, it would have to be Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio. Number three, my Ember Mug. Now, this thing is magical. I'm a coffee drinker, and coffee is super important to me. And I go to great lengths to keep my coffee at the temperature that I like it. So I brought a big ass microwave to work. I keep it in my office so that I can reheat my coffee all the time until I discovered the Ember Mug. Now, this thing is magical. It keeps my coffee at around 62 degrees Celsius, which is perfect temperature for me. It has a base on which you can put this, and it will remain and hold that temperature for as long as it's on that base. And if it's off base, it has, I think, a 3-hour battery life. In my experience, it's more closer to 2 hours, but it keeps my coffee the right temperature, which I love, and it looks nice and it feels nice. My Ember Mug, I can't live without it. Number four, my EDC pouch. Now, this might be a bit cheating because this one thing has 50 things in it. I have a video dedicated to going through the contents of this EDC pouch. This stays in my backpack every single day. It has a bunch of things that I find super essential to me. It has wipes, a notebook, my lens wipes, a Knipex Cobra, a Multitool, and a bunch of drivers and bits, Bic lighter. Okay, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. A Tide pen. Tide pen is essential in my life. This thing is amazing. So this thing has literally 50 items in it that that I find essential, and I need to have them with me at all times, and hence they stay in my backpack. So my EDC pouch and all its contents, I cannot live without them. My number five essential is a watch. Now, I have 18 watches, all of which are relatively cheap as far as watches go. The most expensive watch I own is about $250. And so they're essential to me. But if I had to choose one watch, it would actually be the cheapest one of them all, which is the Casio F91W. This thing, I was just on a work trip for a retreat, a strategy retreat for the past 6 days. And this is the only watch I brought. This is a, kind of hyped up destination with a bunch of cool, outings and things like that. But I was fine with the cheapest watch you could probably find at this quality level. Casio is amazing, and yeah, so I cannot live without my F91W. Go Casio. Number 6 is my flashlight. So I carry this Rovivon A8 Aurora flashlight in my pouch, in my Alpaca Zip Pouch Pro every single day. This is one of the most important things in my life. I use it several times every single day. We have a bunch of dogs who live with us, and they go in the backyard, they poop all over the place. I have to go and pick up their poop, and I have to see where they're going. I have to make sure that they're not eating anything off the ground while they're running around out there. If I'm walking a dog, I use this. If I'm taking out the garbage, I use this. So this thing is essential. Inside the house as well, it's super useful. This is much more useful than an iPhone flashlight could ever be. So I highly recommend that you start carrying a flashlight and see how that changes your life. And if you're going to carry a flashlight, I highly recommend the Rovivon A8. Cannot live without it. Number 7 is a multi-tool. I cannot live without a multi-tool of some sort, and that changes because I like to change the tools that I have to see kind of on this ongoing quest to find the perfect tool. Right now, the tool that I'm carrying is the Victorinox Cyber Tool M. Now, this is an amazing tool. It has its claim to fame is this, the 4mm driver with the 4 bits, 4 double-sided bits that it comes with. And then it comes with all the other Victorinox classic tools. So I really like this thing. I thought it was going to be bigger and bulkier, but I actually find it to be very kind of user-friendly in terms of its size. It's already proven to be very useful several times during that trip I mentioned. So yeah, I cannot live without a multi-tool. I think everyone should own and carry one. And right now, I'm gonna review this soon, but I need some time with it first. But right now, I would recommend the Broxon KS2 Elite, and very soon I think I'll be recommending the Victorinox Cyber Tool M. So multi-tool. Number 8, Coke Zero, and I'm not sure how to feel about this. So. Okay, so I've always been a soda drinker. I always drink when I'm eating, and I cannot eat without drinking something like this along with it. And it used to be regular Pepsi, and I hated Diet Pepsi, and I needed to change because I was kind of like ballooning. So I needed to change into some form of diet soda. And Diet Coke was not to my liking, but when they came up with Coke Zero, I found it to be the next best thing, honestly, to the real thing. And right now, I don't actually like the regular Coke or Pepsi that much. I prefer Coke Zero, so I cannot eat without it, so I cannot live without it. Coke Zero. Number 9, notebook and pen. Okay, so doesn't matter what kind of notebook, doesn't matter what kind of pen, but I have to have these handy at all times. So right now what I'm carrying is a Moleskine soft cover pocket book and a what's it called, Fisher Space Pen Bullet with the clip, and I love this pen. I've always loved Moleskine. I've been using their products for about 25 years now, and I need to have this with me because of work. That's one thing. Taking notes, jotting down to-dos, and doing all of these things. So work goes, I open this up this way and that's work, but then I flip it and I open this up and it's non-work notes. So yeah, I have this with me all the time. I had before this, because this is a bit thick, so I'm giving it a try. Before this, I used to carry Moleskines as well, but the field notes type, kind of thin stapled book. which worked out as well, well enough for me. But I'm giving this a try. So notebook and pen, I have to have them all the time. So number 10, and maybe even the most important, is this. This is the Secret Outlast Unscented Gel Deodorant. This thing is unbelievable. I rely on this. I really couldn't live without this thing. So I discovered this while looking for unscented. Unscented is great because one, I hate scented deodorants. And two, it opens up the female aisle as well when you go unscented. So this is where I found this little gem. It's actually the best deodorant I've ever tried in my life. I've recommended it to so many people, and all of them swear by it. They have never seen anything like it. It stays fresh for the entire day, sometimes even more than that if you need it. If you go hiking or something and you're not going to be able to shower, this thing will get your back. This is it's a bit on the expensive side. I'll have the link below, but I think it's amazing. I love that it's a gel. It doesn't leave marks on clothing. It doesn't have a residue of any kind. It's unbelievable, and it says 48-hour clear gel. I can attest to that. So the Secret deodorant gel, unscented, can't live without it. Okay, hope you like this. Try this video out or try that video out. As always, talk to me in the comments. I love to talk to people in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, see you again soon.